guys, carlyvoinski, and welcome back to my channel. I have been gone for a while, and before we hop into today's video, I just want to thank all of you guys who have still been watching and subscribing and commenting and just really engaged with the content. I appreciate it. It's been so encouraging. I did take some time off, and honestly, I was just, if you look back through the channel, I was going so fast, just video after video, content after content, so quickly, and it really did help build up this channel, and I'm grateful for it. But mentally, it's exhausting, so I needed a break because, as we all know, mental health is way more important than getting YouTube videos up on the internet. So I took my break, and I'm just feeling the itch to create and just, you know, like be able to be creative and also just engage with you guys again. And also today's video is kind of going to be preaching to myself a little bit, so I'm excited about it. So welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about 3 tips, things that are helpful when you want to try out a diet, whether it's keto, paleo, low carb, even maybe just a certain way of eating, like you want to go meatless or dairy free, whatever it might be. I have 3 tips that will be helpful, and let's hop into it. You guys, it's been so long that I even forgot. Like and subscribe. That's like what I'm supposed to say, right? Totally forgot because it's been a hot minute since I've been here, but like and subscribe if you haven't. That'd be great. Thanks. Tip number 1 is try it for at least 2 weeks. And the reason that I say this is because so many times, I know I'm so guilty of this. We hop into a new way of eating, a new lifestyle, and we're so excited about it that we kind of go full force and we say, this is the way I'm gonna be now forever, or we do like a really long-term goal. And for a lot of us, that's overwhelming, because what happens when you mess up in the first couple days, you say, oh my gosh, how am I ever gonna do this for 6 months to a year or 5 years or my life, right? And there's lots of reasons why we might start a new diet. It might be to lose weight, but it also might be for health reasons and just to be healthier or to help an illness that we currently have. So diet and way of eating can be very important for us. So how do we do it long term? We just say we're going to do it for at least 2 weeks. And the reason I say 2 weeks is because for so many different ways of eating, 2 weeks is how long it will take before you start feeling really great and before you start seeing whatever kind of results you may need to be seeing, whether that is weight loss or whether that might be something physical. Maybe you have arthritis and you're changing the way of eating to kind of like heal that joint pain a little bit. Give it some time to work, you know, especially keto diet. You are going to be detoxing from sugar. You're going to detox from the carbs, which means you're gonna have a couple days where you kind of feel a little trashy. So stick it out. Just commit to 2 weeks and don't make it a lifetime commitment right away. And that will totally be helpful. The second thing is do your research. And what I mean by this is, like, sometimes we are going, oh, vegetarian just means I can't eat meat, or oh, keto, I heard that just means no sugar at all. So we make assumptions as to what a diet or way of eating is without actually looking into it. We hear about it from our friends, and that's great because word of mouth and true testimony from other people is encouraging and is real life experience, and all of that's wonderful. However, you need to know for yourself, how does it really work? What do you really need to be doing to see the results that you want to see? So when I say do research, I'm not saying pull up scientific journals, you know, that you would have when you were in high school or college or whatever, but what I am saying is Google the actual facts for yourself. If you're doing keto, I have a ton of videos on my channel. If you're doing another way of eating, there's actually lots of really great information on YouTube. You can find real life experience from people. You can find true things from doctors. You can really look on to say, how does this really work? And how do I make it work for me? And knowing that information is gonna make this so much easier for you. And my last tip, no matter what diet or way of eating or anything that you're doing, is to pre-plan your food for those first 2 weeks. This is the most daunting thing that I think a lot of us experience. Listen, I have friends that are meal planners to the bone. They plan out everything for like a month, and I envy those people because that's not my life. And I don't even know where I'm gonna be tomorrow half the time. So I don't plan meals like that. But when I was starting keto for the very first time, I did actually carry around a notebook with me, and I planned out all of my food for the day prior. And then I went and kind of upgraded from my notebook to an app that helped me track all of my food. But pre-planning the food allowed me to make sure that I was sticking to the research that I had done for those 2 weeks. So see, they all kind of line up. So I'm actually gonna show you my notebook. This was my first notebook that I had. And the way that I did it was I'm gonna pull it for you here. So I actually tracked the day and my goal and what I was gonna eat that day. I would even plan out, if I knew I was gonna be out for lunch, I would say, okay, I'm gonna be out for lunch. So here are some go-to takeout or restaurant options that I know are good for me, and I would give myself some options. I did not stick to this a lot of the time, but I would go back and I would readjust and write down what I actually ate, and then I would have a better idea for the next day. Then I upgraded and I got the Carb Manager app. Now this app was great for keto, great for low carb, but you can use it for any kind of way of eating. It's a food tracker app. I liked it better than MyFitnessPal, but you can use that too. And I actually did make a video for how to use the Carb Manager app and how to set it up for a keto diet, which actually that video is kind of what helped launch this whole channel. So I will put a link in the description box so you can check that out. But plan your food. If you keep track of it, it will help you know also the things that you like, the things you didn't like. It'll help you remember recipes. So many times when I would be stuck with what to eat and I go, I don't know what I should make, I would just look back at weeks prior and be like, oh, I forgot about that. That's a great meal option, and I would be able to have that. Or I would remember what I bought or purchased at a restaurant or a takeout to-go item. So those are the 3 tips for all of us, me included, as we get prepared to maybe launch a brand new way of eating we've never launched before, or to go back to a certain way of eating that you really loved but you're struggling to get back on that bus. What are we going to do? We are going to try it for at least 2 weeks and not give up. Short commitment, but we can do this. We are also going to do our research and fully understand the way of eating that we're trying to accomplish, and then we are going to pre-plan and actually put some time and effort into making sure that when we wake up in the morning, our food is already planned out for us to the best of our ability. You're never gonna hit perfection, but you can still do things with purpose and intention and excellence. And I believe that for you, I believe it for me, and we are in this to do it. So I hope these are helpful for you guys. It was nice to be back in front of the camera. I almost forgot how to use it because it's been that long, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm back. So I can't promise how often on a weekly basis videos will be coming out, but I have the bug again. I'm ready to create and I'm really pumped. I wanna know what tips have worked for you guys. When you're starting a new diet or a new way of eating, what are things that really work for you to do, and what are some things that you know if you do these things, you're gonna crash and burn every single time? I would love to hear about that. How are you staying healthy? Put it in the comments, and just in general, how are you guys? Thank you for sticking around, and I love you so much, and until next time.